Broadcasting from the beautiful AFTA studios in Cape Town, the mother city. Welcome to the first ever Momentum Masterclass. We are privileged enough to have with us today Mr. Gary Gold, assistant coach to both the Stormers, who are, by the way, the best Super 14 rugby team, as well as assistant coach to the Springboks. Gary, lucky to have you with us today.
Thank you very much. Good to be here.
Thanks, man. Now, seeing that this is the first ever Momentum Masterclass, let's take a look at what we're going to be doing over the course of the next 28 weeks. We're going to be analysing past F&B Classic clashes from both 2007 and 2008. As well as that, we're going to be looking at drills that you guys at home can do and that are done all the way up to Springbok level. And lastly, we're going to be talking to some of the provincially and nationally represented Springbok rugby players, as well as some of the guys from the Super 14 and Currie Cup level. So today on the show, we're analysing backline moves. Gary, what have you got for us?
I just want to take you through 3 clips quickly. Sure. And let's look at them. I think they deserve to be looked at properly, and see them properly executed, and we can do a little bit of analysis afterwards. This is Gray Bloom, fantastic school, who F&B Classic Clashes have featured many times. And it's just a really good, well-executed move out into the backs. It doesn't end up in a try, but it does end up in loads and loads of momentum with the open side winger eventually tackling his man just behind the dead ball line. As you can see, the referee awarding a scrum to Gray. You know, the next clip we're going to look at is Selborne playing sacks. Again, what I thought was a really well-executed backline move. We'll analyse it in detail. Unfortunately, again, it didn't end up in a try, but the momentum, as you can see, was vast. Going back to Gray Bloom again, seem to be masters in this area. This one did end up in a try, a really well-executed move. We'll have a look at it in a second.
Against that.
You know, let's go back and have a little bit of an analysis of all 3 of these clips. Firstly, as a forward, it goes without saying, I really think you can never take for granted the importance of quality line-out ball. Here, in this particular case, Gray won the ball off the top. It's a fantastic delivery. But more importantly, let's look at the backline play. 9 plays 10 over here. Let's just talk a little bit about what the centres for Gray are doing. The 12 is running a short line, looking like he's going to get the ball over here. And the 13 behind him, which I'll just go back and have a look at, is running a slight drift line, also trying to hold the defenders. This is what we call a classic tunnel ball. So let's just have a look at this again. 12 runs short, looks like 10's going to hit him. 13's running quite a direct line over there. And what we call a tunnel ball, you see 10 basically puts the ball between the 2 of them to the open side wing who's come across.
So it's like a well-run double skip almost.
Well, it is in a way, because you're skipping 2 people, but you're actually passing it behind the one guy's back and in front of the other guy. Okay. This guy over here is the open side wing, as you can see, number 14. He's come across from his wing. He's created the overlap. He's drawn and passed this individual really, really well, the defender over here. And he's gone on to make a very well-timed pass to the fullback who's come into the line, who's played the open side wing on the far side. Let's have a look at this game. Again, I have to make the point, good quality ball off the top. 9 plays 10, and 10 plays 12, who happens to be Chad Millman, one of the guys we're going to have a look at later in the Masterclass series. Yeah. Again, similar to the play before, have a look at the outside centre on Chad's outside, coming short off his shoulder. He picks the short line over there. Okay. See what Chad does. He fixes this defender over here in front of him, and Chad just puts the ball in behind his back. So their open side wingers come around the corner, and I think it's fair to say you can see he's really burnt his defender on the outside over there. He's into space, and this is what we would call in coaching terms a cardinal sin. What's happened over here is he's got way in behind Selborne's backline. This guy covering over here is the open side flanker. Open side flankers come across to make a pass, and really we're in a situation over here where Sacks have got a 2v1. And if he had made the pass even earlier, it could have been a situation of being a 3v1. He's unfortunately made an error, he's held onto the ball, and he's been caught ball and all. Would have been a surefire try over in the corner. Let's have a look at this one. More crafty, I think you're going to struggle to find.
Little Carlos Spencer here. Huh?
The Gray Bloom team, I want you to see what happens over here. 10 gets the ball, and 12 and 13 run a really straight, hard, direct line. What you're going to do with this, and because their depth is so good, what you're going to do with this is you have to stay as a defender. There's no ways that as a defender you can run off these 2 guys, because at that moment in time, just there, any 2 of them could get the ball. So you're really foolish if you decide to leave them alone. They don't, they stay on them, and look what happens to the 10. Something quite unique. He goes in behind them, plays a little flip inside pass to the blind side wing who comes in between them. He works his magic, steps the defender, and is under the poles. But I just want to take you back a second, and I just want to show you something else about this move that I thought was really unique. and very, very well disciplined. I want you to please focus, if I can just try and highlight them for you. I want you to focus on the two grey runners in that position over there who run the hard line. Watch how disciplined they are when they run to stop and make no contact with the defending team. That's really, really important because otherwise you'd be calling for an obstruction. So have a look at the two players from the Linden defending team. Neither of them are obstructed or touched in any way. The two centres open up and the open side wing is over to score the try. Good discipline, well coached, well executed, great to watch.
Gary, unfortunately we run out of time for this week. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. Now, if you guys at home thought that was cool, you just wait and see what we've got in store for you next week. Next week, Gary's going to be talking about effective attacking breakdowns, and he's going to be analysing one of the previous F&B Classic clashes. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. The Momentum Masterclass is the only place that you want to be to get the latest and greatest hints, analyses, and tips on how to play your best rugby game ever. So from us here at the Momentum Masterclass, myself, Dino Zaccolo, Mr. Gary Gold, until next week, ciao.